It's the Buko boys, everybody. I don't know how to start this yet.
That's us.
What's up, everybody?
Episode
I'm
101.
101. I'm Dale.
And I'm DVO. Quick shout out. Want to give thanks to Carlos, who came on last episode, or actually he let us go to his restaurant, Del Barrio Cafe, and kind of interview him and his food, and gave us quite the nice sampling of food. So thanks to Carlos.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos, and thanks to Richard. You heard the new intro and everything. He just kind of put together some new music for us. So thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. We didn't give him a shout out last week because we weren't sure if he had it ready for us, but he gave it to us like right under the wire. He gave us the new music. We put it on our intro and outro. So thanks, Richard, for hooking us up with that. It was awesome. Well, we just got our tickets.
Oh, we've had tickets for other stuff too, but we just got tickets for Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. That was like kind of like a short notice.
Yeah, it was like random. Just like added it to his tour.
Yeah, so Dave Chappelle is coming to Salt Lake April 19th, and tickets went on sale at the time of this recording like 2 weeks ago. Like, so under a month notice. And it's like, hey, tickets are on sale. It goes out to the public on a certain day. Of course, the Buko boys, we get the exclusive. So we got our tickets, I think, a day or 2 days before they went to the public. So I had to post about it.
Buko boys exclusive.
Yeah, so we had to post about it so people know we got our tickets before everyone else. We're kind of close to the front, just saying. But I'm pretty excited that Dave Chappelle's coming to town. So if you guys are interested in tickets are still on sale for April 19th.
Have you seen Dave Chappelle live?
I have not.
Me neither. Has he? He's been to Utah though.
I don't know.
He has.
Okay.
And I was so pissed one time because I was going to win free tickets.
Okay.
To actually see him.
But you didn't win.
No, and I was pissed. I don't know what happened. I think because it was on the radio and it was like he was doing a random performance and he was in Ogden or something.
Okay.
And it was tickets to see him before the show. So it was like, because before the show he was going to do this other stand-up
like
thing.
Like a meet and greet or something?
I think so. Something before his actual show.
Okay.
So he was in town, whatever like that, but you had to guess what was in the DJ's hand or something like that. What was in his mouth? I don't remember.
Okay.
But anyways, I was calling in because I was working at our OC at the time.
Okay.
And I was like by myself just listening to the radio. So I was trying to call. I was all like hitting redial. I wanted to win something. And I guessed a CD. And he said, "You're real close, but not that." I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I was calling back and I was going to say DVD.
Okay.
And I swear to God, I called and said DVD. And he said, "Nope." I'm like, "Shit, what the hell is it then?" And I kept calling. And then somebody calls in and wins.
Okay.
And he's like, "It was a DVD." I'm like, "I said that. What the hell?"
Interesting.
So I just kept calling him back. And I'm like, "Hey, man, I said that. What the hell happened?" And he's like, "You did?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't remember." So he was like listening back to recorded stuff and all that. And he's like, "I don't have it." And I'm like, "I know I said
Maybe
it."
in your head you're thinking DVD value.
And I said,
CD again. You better said CD again, maybe.
I probably did. Like a big dummy.
Yeah, I'm excited because I've never seen Dave Chappelle. And so we got tickets. And I was actually having my wife watch a few of his Netflix specials. Like, hey, honey, watch this because this is who we're going to go see.
He's like one of the top performers I would love to see live.
We need to get his wife on the podcast. She's Filipina.
I wonder if she tours with him, though.
Probably not.
Doubt it.
She knows what he does. She's like, I don't want to see that. But then, speaking of comedians, Joe Coy is coming back to Utah. Actually, like you said, we've been having tickets because when Chef Ben came on from the Yum Yum food truck, we bought tickets that night.
Yeah, that was
because that was supposed to be in February.
Yeah, and what month was that in? Like October? No, before that. It was even September-ish, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And so now it got delayed from February to November. So November 12th and 13th, if you guys want to see Joe Coy, he'll be here in Salt Lake November 12th and 13th. I think tickets are still on sale for that. It got postponed. Supposedly he got COVID or...
Have you seen Joe Coy live yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw him.
Yes, we did.
We have seen it, but he was just doing comedy shows or like comedy show clubs. Now he's doing arenas like Dave Chappelle. These guys are doing arenas now.
I've seen Joe Coy along his whole career. This would be my fourth. No, yeah. Third time. Never mind. Third time. I saw him in his very beginning of his career when he was opening for Carlos Mencia. When Carlos Mencia was like on top of his game.
On MTV and everything?
No, Comedy Central. He had a show on Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
So when he came, I think it was at Kingsbury Hall.
That's what you said when you called the radio station. You said, doo-doo-doo.
So yeah, that was back so long ago when he was on top of his game. But yeah, Kingsbury Hall, and Joe Coy opened for him.
Okay.
He was one of many. There was a lot of people that opened. So Joe Coy was there, and he looked different. He had hair, but he wore a baseball cap with glasses, and you couldn't really see his face. He almost looked
Joe Hubert.
He looked Japanese.
Okay, yeah.
So when he's doing his whole stand up and everything, he says that he's Asian. I'm like, okay, he looks like he could be like Japanese maybe or something. It's hard to tell. And then he started doing like his mom jokes, and it was like, that's a Filipino accent.
Right.
And then I could tell right away, and then he starts talking about it and does more Filipino jokes. But he likes incorporating that with Carlos Mencia, because the whole a lot of the audience was going to be Hispanic,
right.
So he was like playing on that a lot. And then I seen him again when we saw him and we met him that day. That was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
And that was a big that was when he was doing Chelsea Lately.
Yes. And
so he was kind of like pretty well known, but not like as a headliner yet.
Yeah.
People were just kind of getting to know him from that, and like, oh, you do comedy? Yeah. So. And now we're gonna see him now as like a big show Joy.
So back then he was doing
Joe Coy.
He was doing Chelsea Lately. Now he's doing Chelsea.
Now he's doing Chelsea Lately. Yeah, so they've been dating. That's kind of like they're like madly in love.
And I think that's the reason why he postponed the show.
So they can do
occupied
honeymoon stuff.
Yeah,
like skiing topless.
Yes.
Did you just watch that?
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, she's not. I mean, way to go, Joe. But, that's your thing.
Yeah. So yeah, those two comedy shows are coming up. So we're going to those. If you guys want to join us, watch out for those dates. A couple episodes ago, we talked about the Dough Show. I finally did get the tickets. If you guys are interested, go follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Utah Dough Show. It is the nation's largest donut exhibition. I don't know what you call it, or show, or whatever.
It's like almost the first of its kind, but it's big. It got big quick.
I mean,
I don't know if there's more of these.
There's only gonna be the third one. Well, they are. They're all over. That's where the cars got the idea, because they've been to these.
Oh, that's right. They were going to these
donut shows or whatever you call it, donut expos or whatever it is. But what they are is they're gonna have over 20 local vendors to Utah that will be there. And they're slowly announcing them as they roll out. So like every couple days they'll announce a new vendor that will be at the Dough Show. So you guys need to follow them. You can also get on the early email list to learn when tickets go on sale, because people that follow them will get earlier access to the tickets.
And if you think, okay, when you go to like an expo or whatever, 20 vendors doesn't sound like a big number in your head, but when you have like 20 bites of donuts or other treats, that's a lot. Because you think about how many bites are in a donut, and like four or five. Yeah. Take 20 bites. Yeah, it's like 5-6 donuts.
And some of them are letting you take a couple different ones.
Right? Yeah, you can choose
a couple flavors. If you want to try both flavors, So, yeah.
I'm kind of glad. So when you first see it at first, I mean, they cutting it in portions for you, and you take just a portion of that donut. Mm-hmm. Just be happy you're only taking a portion, because oh my god, you fill up kind of quicker than you think.
We'll give more details as it gets closer to the Dough Show. We'll give you some
I'm getting
tips.
excited already.
I know, because tickets go on sale this month, April 23rd. Tickets go on sale. The show will be May 21st. You can be VIP or general admission. The VIP gets early access, and they get a couple more vendors than the general admission do, and they get a couple more extra little swag in their swag bag. VIP tickets will be $47. General admission will be $37. There's 2 general admissions because there's time brackets, because they can't. If everyone gets in line, it's going to be a madhouse. So VIP enters first. I think we got there an hour early last year, and there was still already a pretty long line. So just to give you an idea, it does sell out the day of. So like I said, April 23rd, tickets will go on sale. It'll be sold out that day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So just so you know. Another thing coming up that I'll be a part of, and if you guys want to join me, that'll be fun, is going to be the Thanksgiving Heroes motorcycle run. This will be June 4th. Thanksgiving Heroes is a local. I don't know how you explain it, but basically, Rob Adams is the founder. What do you call this? A cause? I mean, I don't,
Ride for a cause.
I mean, this is the cause. So Thanksgiving Heroes has been around for a while, just a few years. Their goal this year is to feed 3,000 families with Thanksgiving. So me and my wife participated with this last year. We donated our money. I did do the motorcycle run. It was their first annual motorcycle run. This will be their second annual. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to feed 3,000 families that won't be able, basically that are maybe lower income and can't afford having a Thanksgiving dinner. And we provide, I shouldn't say we, but, well, I did, but Thanksgiving Heroes, they provide boxes of food to these families. A lot of it is anonymous donations, or what do you call it, when you give someone's name out? Like anonymous, people's names are like given anonymously.
Drawn, like you draw names?
No,
or
they just are given anonymously. So like someone will say, oh, I know this family, they're kind of struggling financially. Maybe the husband lost his job, the wife lost her job, and so the family's kind of struggling. So they could really, so people can nominate. That's the word. Nominate them anonymously. And for example, someone from Thanksgiving Heroes, these are all volunteers, by the way. They'll just come over and deliver food for their home. So Thanksgiving Heroes, look them up. You can nominate people, you can volunteer, you can donate. But anyway, they're going to have a Thanksgiving Heroes motorcycle run. It's going to be June 4th. It's going to start in Midvale at Landmark Grill. The ride will go through Big Cottonwood Canyon, through Guardsman Pass, down through Sundance, and end at Leatherheads in Draper. They're going to have a poker tournament there at Draper. Again, all the money goes to Thanksgiving Heroes. Every box for families is equivalent to about $80. There's going to have food trucks. They're going to have a bike show. There's going to be a cornhole tournament. They're going to have live music. There's going to be a silent auction. You can pre-register to join the motorcycle ride for $30. And then it goes up after pre-registration. And if you just want to go just for the activities, be part, you want to watch the tournament, it's $10 just to go for the activities. And obviously all the money that's collected there does go to the charity. So that'd be pretty cool. So there's just a couple of things coming up that the Buko boys are attending. And if you guys want to join us, please do. It's going to be a blast.
So
we're going to have fun this summer.
Where it ends at is where the food trucks and all that's going to be at. Yep. Leatherheads, right?
Leatherheads in Draper. Kind of, it's easy to find. Just look for Cowabunga Bay off the freeway.
Yeah.
It's kind of sticks out. Can't miss it. It's in that same parking lot of Cowabunga Bay. Pins and Ales. And what else is also in that parking lot? There's a Vasa. So on that Draper area. Draper Crossing, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's kind of by that Draper Crossing area. Just off the freeway. Around 123rd South.
Yeah.
Area.
Yeah.
So those are some events coming up that we're going to attend. It's going to be fun.
And then locally, there's just been some craziness in the news. This shit was pretty gross. Skyview High School coach arrested
He's a soccer coach.
He's a soccer coach. Allegedly sexting a undercover cop who's posing as a teen girl.
So do they call those cyber cops then?
I don't know.
So they're out looking for predators.
Right.
Good for them.
Right.
Yeah. So this coach got busted. Skyview's up in, is it like a Smithfield area?
Smithfield, I think. Actually, never mind. I don't think where that is. I don't know where that is.
You don't think at all.
I don't think. I was going to say, I think it's up like northeast, but I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to attempt that. I think I know where that is. I don't know where that is.
You did try and you failed.
Well, I was thinking about Smith and Morehouse.
Oh.
And I know where that is. But, because it's a body of water I've fished.
Keep going.
But anyways, this coach allegedly was talking to this undercover cop in this group. I don't know what was this on. What were they chatting on? It's a group.
Real quick, Skyview High School, Smithfield, Utah is up above Logan, so it's north of Logan, by the way. So
I was right.
You actually will travel through Logan to get to Smithfield.
I was kind of right.
But so the soccer coach, he's in some chat rooms where adults share explicit pictures.
So
with
this
each other.
cop was posing as a 13-year-old girl.
The cop was, yep.
And this coach is 48 years old.
Uh-huh.
And he faces 3 counts of enticing a minor by text and 4 counts of dealing in materials harmful to a minor. Which I'm thinking is dick pics, maybe.
Probably.
Sending dick pics. So it sounds like they've had off and on convos.
Yeah,
throughout
reading through the
months.
story, he's trying to end the conversation, but then starts messaging again.
And he's the one that starts messaging?
Yes.
And then he even says, like, it sounds like this person's a cop.
Yes.
And then he wants to stop talking to them, and then all of a sudden they got a warrant for his arrest.
Yes.
But the way it sounds like, so like, let's see, she had told him that she was 13.
Correct.
And he said that this is a thing for adults only.
Yeah, this group. This online group.
But then it sounds like, cops trying to like pursue the convos.
Yes.
And just to kind of see where their head's at. And his head was not in the right place and was like, oh, okay, let's get this going.
Get frustrated because maybe she wouldn't send pictures back.
Yeah, it was like on a different date. This cop and this coach were arguing because the coach was not giving up their age, and he was trying to get the cop to send more nudes.
Right.
And I don't know how the age even came out. Did the age even come out?
What do you mean for the cyber cop?
No, for the coach.
No, just when they just announced his age when they arrested him.
Oh, okay.
Or put him in custody. I don't know what you call it.
He just said he just wanted to stop talking. He's like, I think you're a cop. I'm not talking to you no more.
or this is inappropriate. But then he would a month later start messaging again.
Probably he's all drunk and.
But he was in a group where people would share videos and images of bestiality.
Oh, that's the second time they started talking. The first time was just in an adult group, and he said, "Hey, this is for adults only, and we share videos and stuff." And then they meet in another group, and this one's for sharing bestiality.
Yeah. Now he didn't. He shared a video of him in a solo act,
which means he's pleasuring himself.
Yes. To the group.
What kind of weird ass group? This is sick. Yeah.
So people are doing bestiality stuff in this group.
Yeah.
And so he's busted, and he's more concerned. He acts like
he's denying everything.
I never knew how old she was. I had no idea, even though he had asked a couple times.
But then he denies everything, but says he feels guilty for being on the app because he doesn't want to cheat on his wife. What? Pretty much is, if he's doing all this stupid shit and sending videos of himself and then trying to hook up with 13-year-olds.
Do you think sharing pleasuring yourself and videoing it and putting it to a group, is that cheating?
If you're not telling your specific, like, if you're doing that, like, why would you just be doing that? Like, why don't you do that on OnlyFans and get paid? And then, like, hey, why don't you join me on this? I'm going to be jacking off again. I'm going to earn another $20 real fast. I got all my subscribers for $2 each. I got 10 subscribers.
Because I guess some people consider cheating the actual act of intercourse with someone else, and some people consider cheating just even flirting,
right,
as cheating.
So I can see both sides of things.
I do too.
So I can see being the person on the side getting the bad end, the bad side of things.
Okay.
So if, say, your spouse is the one doing this, and of course the one doing it's going to be like, but I never did anything.
Right.
I said some naughty things, but I didn't do it. I mean, had they been presented with it, would they have done it?
That's a good point.
So, I mean, they're kind of like in the steps. They're taking the steps to cheat.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. They're taking the steps towards cheating.
Right.
And I also think I think it depends on your spouse. So if, for example, me, you
guys have an OnlyFans.
If you come to me and my wife's OnlyFans, not only will you enjoy it,
not only will you be scared.
Actually, me and my wife are starting an OnlyFans. I told you about this, didn't I?
Yeah, as a joke, but
no, it was not a joke. I was serious. We're starting an OnlyFans, but people always think OnlyFans is something sexual.
For nudes.
Ours is not. Ours is going to be like people can subscribe to our OnlyFans.
To send your nudes to us.
Yeah, send your nudes to us.
And we'll post it on our
Pay us to send us nudes.
And we'll post your nudes for other people to pay us to see your nudes.
No, but we have discussed about like doing like just like motivational talks and motivational speeches that people can pay to watch and stuff like that. So that's kind
slowly remove articles of clothing.
Hey, you never know.
You'll have to subscribe.
Subscribe to find out. It'd be like the nude
naked news.
Yeah, naked news, naked weather, and all that stuff. Yeah, just slowly start stripping down.
A smile a day.
So, yeah, subscribe. Oh gosh, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I think if you tell your
to my wife.
Yeah.
So if I knew my wife would not like me flirting with other girls, and I do it anyway, yeah, I think that is cheating. If my wife doesn't mind if I flirt because she knows I would never do anything, but just like just do it in a teasing way. But if you were ever to like give an inappropriate hug, now I guess you gotta kind of find the border of your spouse. If you knew your spouse would not like you doing something, and then
what's an inappropriate hug? Like sniffing and butt touches?
Like sniffing the hair, yeah.
Sniffing and butt touching.
Nibbling on the neck. A little nibble on the neck.
Ear sniffs and ear bites.
Yeah, exactly. Then it'd be inappropriate. It's cheating. Cheater!
That's a cheating hug. You hug like a cheater.
The way you nibble on my neck like that.
When you touch my butt.
Sniffing is fine, but you crossed the line when you nibbled. So anyway, this guy's a piece of trash. Hope he gets locked up.
Yeah,
he's not trash. He's trying to be doing his own whatever. Yeah, you know what? If you want to do that, you want to be in these weird ass groups. Sure, do your thing. You start flirting a little bit with 13-year-olds or who you think is 13-year-olds, and you're a soccer coach. And I don't know if he coaches girls, boys, or co-ed. I don't know what he's coaching, but gross.
Yeah. Even being in that environment around high school and seeing these kids, like high school kids look like little kids, especially when you're 48.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
What the hell?
And this one that's 13. Now that's
yeah, and that's middle school age.
Exactly.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, then they say that high school. I don't think they do co-ed soccer in high school, so I don't know if he coaches boys or girls, but yeah, inappropriate.
So that's disgusting.
Yep, disgusting man.
Yep, I hope he gets locked up for a long time.
Yeah, it says allegedly, but I'm sure he'll get found guilty.
Also, Utah's pretty lenient on shit like this for some reason. Like, seems like here in Utah, like people get away with shit like this. I mean, they don't get away with it. Let's say they have a record and they have to register and all that, but it's like they don't serve no time or nothing like that.
He got fined. Oh, he'll lose his job, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll probably have to move out of state. He'll probably get divorced.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet his wife beat his ass. Like when she read all that shit and he's trying to deny it.
Yeah, she's like,
and it's like, they record your shit, stupid. They're cops.
Yeah, true.
It's not just some stupid vigilante.
She's like, let me read the transcript here.
Right? Yeah, it's not like a vigilante Instagram person trying to bust people. It's real cops.
Yeah. This is their job.
They keep files and records of all this shit.
Yeah, and they're gonna go through the house and look for all sorts of stuff through his house, I'm sure.
Yep. That's where they're PC sniffing dogs. Yeah. The porn sniffing dogs are coming in.
We're bringing those guys back.
They're bringing...
Well, have you been watching any shows lately or anything like that? I'll tell you what I just watched.
Besides Ozark, the new season of Ozark, finished part one of season, was it 3?
Yes, or 4. Ooh, can't
no,
remember.
3. Season 3
of Ozark. So good.
They're about to release the second part of season 3.
When do you know?
Pretty soon.
Ooh,
pretty soon. Holy man, was that good?
Good. I was just telling you on HBO Max, I was watching Peacemaker.
Yeah, oh my god, Peacemaker! The intro alone is phenomenal.
Yes,
that is the best intro to any TV show ever made.
They're doing a little dance. You guys need to watch it to find out.
It's just like a goofy song, and every character in the show comes out in part of this choreographed dance.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Even people that have no business dancing are dancing. It's good.
It's great.
Yeah. So Peacemaker, I think it was 7-8 episodes of Peacemaker on HBO Max. It's hilarious. Like okay, so Peacemaker on the Suicide Squad 2, I didn't like
John Cena. It's John Cena.
Or is it Suicide Squad?
It's Suicide Squad 2.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. That movie.
The movie sucked. There was a lot of stupid shit.
And I didn't even really care for his character that much on it that I remember. I might have to rewatch parts of it, or maybe I'll look if there's like a
plays
YouTube video
role in that.
Of Peacemaker highlights from Suicide Squad 2. Maybe I'll look for that. That
would
be better.
You kind of see it throughout the No, you
I
don't see a
wanna
lot
watch-
of it. You don't see a lot. You
No.
just see mainly like him and who's the guy that
I don't remember.
in Suicide Squad.
Didn't
Anyways,
care.
anyways,
It was a terrible
yeah.
movie. So they did a spin-off of Peacemaker. Didn't care to watch it. Didn't care for the
I
Suicide
told you to
Squad
watch
2.
it.
You did. And so I was like, I'm kind of bored. Let me just watch this. I watched it, and I was laughing my ass off.
Whenever I tell you to watch something, it's because it's gold.
I
I don't
know.
tell you to watch stupid stuff. I tell you to watch the best stuff.
So that's kind of what the Buko Boys are watching now. Peacemaker and
Ozark.
But I wanted to bring this up too real quick because Ozark is on what? Netflix?
Netflix.
And Peacemaker was on HBO Max. Me, DVO, I do not have subscriptions to either of these. So how do I watch it, you ask?
I, being fluent in TV,
You have subscriptions to this. And you share it with me. How naughty of us.
right, we're breaking rules.
Very naughty. But apparently we're not the only ones who do this.
No way. You're telling me across the country, people are sharing their subscriptions.
Apparently. So
Oh, you guys.
you share your Netflix and HBO with me. I share my Amazon with you. And it's just a relationship that works out
Yeah,
for us.
it helps out. And with that subscription to Prime, I mean, I get free shipping. So it's great.
Exactly.
It's great.
And Ozark used to be on Prime. Now it moved to Netflix.
Was it really?
I think so. I think I remember watching it on Prime. I might be wrong.
No,
but
I
thought
think you're 100%
Okay,
wrong. You are
sorry.
100%.
But The Boys were on Prime. Good
Yep.
stuff. And the Boys is coming out again soon. I don't know when, but supposedly soon.
Yes.
Anyway,
They just released a teaser for it.
yes.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. I heard it was really good, though.
So apparently other people are sharing their streaming services. Well, this company interviewed people all over the country to find out what percentage are sharing their streaming service with other friends and family.
I'm going to say 98%.
So Time to Play is the study group that organized this. And the number one state that admitted to sharing their streaming service was 59%.
That's it?
Yeah. So maybe some people just don't want to share it because maybe they're too scared to give their information out. Who knows? Or maybe their family's already like, we already have a lot of people in the family plugged into all these TVs, so we don't really want to share with anyone else. That could be reasons. But the number one state was Ohio. Ohio was the number one state that admitted to sharing their streaming service, and they were at 59. The top three states, 59, 58, 57%, were, so number one, Ohio, Illinois, Massachusetts. These were the top three states sharing their streaming service. And I guess Netflix is going to start increasing fees that people are sharing because so apparently Netflix is aware of this.
So here's the thing. Netflix had said this a few years ago, that they know people share it, and the CEO was like, I don't care. Like, I know people share it,
Or
and
was
I
that
encourage
HBO?
it. No, that was Netflix. That was Netflix.
Because I know before HBO Max, they just had like the HBO streaming service, and they also knew about it and they were okay with it because they just thought it'd help them get more exposure out there though.
Right, because you're only limited to so many profiles.
Yeah.
So when you buy a subscription, some subscriptions allow, like, you can buy more profiles or
Yes.
less profiles,
Yeah.
depending
And
on
you
how
get,
much your monthly.
You can get 4K or HD.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have those options. So I think with them already knowing that, okay, we're going to allow this many profiles along that
yeah.
account.
They probably don't all live in the same house.
Right. And most likely they're going to be on different devices, iPads, TVs, phones.
Yeah.
It's big whoop. So what? Like, even the CEOs, I don't care. They have this many profiles. That's all they can use. So what? And he's all, I'm rolling in dough, baby. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's true. Well, the bottom three states, the most honest states that are not sharing their subscriptions as much. Number 48 and 49 are both at 29%. And it's Kansas and Tennessee. And the most honest state not sharing is the good old state of Utah.
So I'm gonna say the first two that you said, that I don't share,
Kansas and Tennessee?
because there's probably just not a lot of people that live there,
Okay.
and people are just, so far it's spread out that I could see why
Yeah.
they don't need to. Utah, I think, is just a big bunch of liars. Big bunch of liars. I bet everyone that they interviewed here in Utah, I would say most of the people that denied it all share.
So you're thinking
that they're
people in
liars.
Utah,
Yes, liars.
They're either breaking the rules and sharing it, or they're lying about breaking the rules. Either way, they're being
both
dishonest.
things you just said. Yeah, they're just both things are the same outcome. What you just said. But yeah.
Well, I'm saying that the denying it part is the part that's breaking the rule.
Yeah,
and
I
the
think
sharing
the
it part
only
is the breaking
ones
the rule.
that are not sharing are
I'm talking
like,
about breaking Netflix rules or breaking ethical rules.
yeah, well, yeah, ethical rules are just lying about it altogether.
Right. And then the Netflix rules are don't share.
Yeah.
Well, I just think Utah is a very religious, somewhat state. So
So that's why they lied, because they don't want to tell these people a lie, so they'll lie to God instead, because God knows He's watching you. So yeah, you screwed yourself.
I don't think they announced
To God that they lie.
I don't think that this study group was going to announce people that were sharing. So I don't think they have anything to hide. It's an anonymous thing. It's not like there's hey before you
but they know they're going to be judged the moment they tell them that yes I share. They're like, oh, they're going to judge me. I'm just going to say no and run away.
Yeah, I find loopholes in your theory here. I just think people in Utah are a little bit more on the honest side, just on more on the religious honest side.
Depends on where they were asking. Are you guys
That's
asking at Traverse Mountain, or are you guys asking at
in the
City
slums
Creek?
Depends what they're asking. So yeah, according to the survey, Utah is the most honest streaming state. Just because you're breaking the rules.
And you are.
What?
And everyone else I know.
Good rule. Speaking of movies coming up, we do want to go see Morbius.
Oh, yes. That came out this weekend.
That just came out, so we're going to try to watch it and do another review of it. Again, those are going to be separate. Our reviews will be separate. They will be spoiler alerts. And, if you find anything cool, we'll do some breakdowns. And then one of our favorite parts of the movies are the loopholes of reality. In my opinion, those are things that we like to talk about, finding the loopholes of reality.
Yeah, like someone turning into a vampire? Get out of here.
It's possible. It's possible.
All right, well, should we call that an episode?
Yes.
Well, all right, guys. Thanks again for listening, watching, staying with us. Peace out.
Episode 101, done. Bye.